What's going on, everyone? Mr. Phil M here. It has been a while, and man, do I miss doing this. Before I move on, a couple of updates. First things first, of course, the reason why I've been out from making YouTube videos is because life happened. I got married, I had a kid, and now a career is taking off. So again, just life gets in the way, and of course I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so this is something I just like to do. So that's a quick update for all of you guys. But now what we're going to be doing is we're going back to fishing, and since many of you guys were so welcoming in me doing saltwater stuff, I figured why not go back to the ocean and start doing saltwater stuff again. So right now we're here at the north coast, actually north coast of California. We're in Northern California, up in the coast somewhere, and we are gonna go rock fishing, and hopefully we catch some phenomenal fishes today. We're gonna see how well I do today. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's go ahead and get out of the vehicle. I always have water with me. There we go. And just in case we need pliers. And for the most part, I think we have pretty much everything we need. We got batteries, double checking everything. Battery pack for the cameras, sunglasses. Let's clean that up real quick. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm very picky when it comes to that. What can I say? I want the best of vision. Okay, close enough. Probably a good idea to maybe grab the jacket. Do we need the jacket? That's the question, because when we get out by the water, we may need it. Let's bring it just in case. Okay, jacket is secured. Backpack is secured. All right, now we need our poles. What's this? Grab the poles, lock the truck. Let's get to it. We gotta make sure we don't get ran over, because we do gotta cross the road. I brought 2 poles with me. The reason why I brought 2 poles with me is because just in case the other one, something happens to the other one, then we gotta back up. Now we gotta trek down to the water. The 2 poles that I brought today, inshore poles, ugly stick, intercoastal medium. Actually, this one is the OG ugly sticks. They don't make these anymore, just the intercoastal with like the Fuji reel seats, Fuji line guides. This thing just will not retire. I don't know what it is about this damn thing, but it won't retire. It just wants to keep going. So I'm gonna keep using it all the way till I can't. Paired up with a Daiwa, I believe, RG. Of course, you have some J braid. This right here is a 7.6. Basically, it's the Okuma Epixer paired up with the not so super fancy reel, but it gets the job done. The Okuma Alaris? Okuma Alaris. There you go. I'm not being paid, by the way, by Okuma to say that, or Daiwa or Shakespeare. But to be honest with you, for the price on this bad boy, this reel, I've caught, you know, many fish on this. This thing is actually pretty good. And it's like 30 bucks, I think. And it is saltwater friendly, albeit it's not like saltwater proof. It's just, I'd say it's saltwater friendly. This one, not so much friendly. I do gotta maintain this one. We're nearby the ocean already, so this is the main trail. So what we're gonna do is let's go straight, and then that will at least, because this is the main trail right here, that will take us to the main spot that we're trying to go to. Let's see how much this one's getting hit. It looks like it's getting hit pretty hard, but we're gonna scout it anyway just in case. It's getting pummeled pretty hard. I can already tell from over here. Holy cow, look at them waves though. They got 50-foot swells. Okay, I gotta capture this. This is nuts. The spot is getting pummeled left and right. Look at this. One thing about fishing, take a look to see where you can get wet, and then you stop right there. So that ledge, you can get wet right there. So yeah, we're not gonna go any further. But look at this. Boom. Yeah, imagine getting caught up in that. That's a little hard to survive. So normally we would fish where that wave is hitting right now, that's where we would normally fish. However, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Could we actually go down there and fish? We can. Do I want to? No. I mean, we're not gonna be able to do anything because look. Oh. See, the water came up right there. So that basically tells us we're going to the second spot. By the way, one thing that you never ever want to do is turn your back on the ocean. You always want to be vigilant. If you're fishing, especially by yourself, like what I'm doing today, if you fall in the water, you're probably out of luck unless you know what you're doing. So I say just be careful, watch your footing. Don't fall in the water because the ocean don't care how good of a swimmer you are. Lean to the side of caution. If it seems dangerous, it probably is. So don't do it. Let's get to our cove and find a fishing spot. Man, it looks good. It looks really good. I like how rocky it is. I mean, you can smell the salt in the air. So we have a casting point. Oh man. Then on this side, there's a little mini cove as well. But we're gonna go down this way first. And be careful with these rocks. At least it's not super windy. That's always a good thing. So let's see what's usually getting hit with the water. Doesn't look like this spot is getting pummeled by the ocean. So at least not right now. Just got to be careful because it is wet. Yeah, it looks like we're good here. We can cast out right there. So this cove is very mellow, and that's what we want. We want a place where it's super mellow. We're gonna see. We're gonna cast out right here. Hopefully we catch something. We just gotta watch the flow. You gotta let that thing get to the bottom. Got some swells coming in. This looks somewhat dangerous. The biggest thing is that know where your footing is, how much grip you have on the surface where you're standing, because that will dictate how fast you'll be able to get out of here in the event that this swell does come up. It's a nice spot. I like this. Man, I knew something bit me because look at that. But you know what? It's still working. We're gonna keep going. I just realized I see an anchor or a point right there where you can tie on. It's literally on the rock. I wonder what that's for. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right below me. Okay, splash central. You always want to monitor the ocean because you don't know what could happen. So pay attention not only to fishing, but you got to pay attention to your safety as well. So that was a bite. Oh, we had a bite. Oh man. Oh yeah, he tugged on that. So we're at a good spot. We're at a good spot. All right. Let's do that again. I can almost guarantee there's a bunch of fish in there. So like I'm feeling it. Oh, I got tagged for days. Yeah, this thing has seen better days. I think it's time to switch out lures right now because yeah, only have a couple of paddle tails left. All right, let's go with the short one and see what's up. And for some reason, we weren't getting any bites, or well, we were getting bites with the other one, but they keep taking the tail. And that's the thing about rock fishing. When lingcods come up, they'll swat at it. You'll see a lot of videos out there on YouTube where, you know, lingcod or cabezone will just swat at this thing. I just got hit by a wave. That means we gotta go get our stuff. And that's the reason you don't wanna turn your back onto the ocean because, as you can see right here, we got wet. Oh, my backpack is wet. The line's wet. Camera's wet. So there's a swell that's picking up right now, and I saw it immediately too. The moment I saw that, I make sure to move. So we definitely got wet on that one. Holy cow. Ocean is not playing around. Again, be careful. Everything inside should still be okay. Electronics wise, everything's still good. That was pretty fun. The ocean basically says, hey, screw you, we're gonna come in hot. Let me see where else we can fish. Is there a spot here? Sorta. That cove is still look like the best thing that we can do. Let's see what's on this side. You gotta watch your footing. What sucks is the fog is coming in right now. As you guys can see, it's gonna get cold here real quick. You guys can see that? Yeah, that's the fog. The wind did pick up a little bit. That spot is actually doable, depending on what's under there. I'm trying to wait until it retracts. That's a giant wave. Holy cow, look at that. Go back to our stuff. Hey, we dried up a little bit. Cool beans. Because it's epic right now. Like, this ocean is moving. And that's the only drawback about like ocean fishing. It can get pretty chaotic real fast. And we can probably still hit up this spot, but we got to watch out for those waves. Yeah, this is where we got to be careful. We got hit down there, so we got to be careful. Hopefully we don't get wet here. It looks pretty dry, so I don't think we're gonna get hit. The only drawback to this is landing the fish. We'll see how it goes. So all right, so behind me is getting splashed. I don't know how good this idea this is, but the ocean is coming in full force. I'm just watching the waves come in, just to be on the safe side. I just want at least one fish out of today's trip. Just one fish, that's all I want. Well, there's a seal out there. There's 2 seals. What's up, dudes? Gotta be careful with those seals. I don't know where they went. Last thing I need is to hook a seal. Oh, I got hit. Oh, yeah. Needless to say, I got, oh my goodness, look at this. We'll get him again. That's a ling. That's all good, we'll get him. We're not leaving this spot until we have a fish, and obviously we're gonna eventually leave, but we don't wanna leave until we catch that particular ling, because that ling, or whatever it may be down there, has been doing me dirty. As of right now, we haven't caught anything yet. As you guys can see, it's a fight, you know, fighting these fish, but when they actually hit, that's the thing. And you can tell, you know, what's hitting. Normally, a ling cod would just do a drive-by. Literally would bite the tail end of your lure and done. Kind of like what I showed you guys earlier. Now, rockfish, they'll usually like tag it or gulp it out. But for the most part, from what I believe, ling cods are the ones that are causing all of this mayhem right now that I'm going through. I just want one fish. Just give me one fish. All right, so we got one really heavy incoming wave, so washing machine time. You gotta give it up to the people that work in the ocean, because this thing is gnarly. Look at this. Yeah, that wave came out of nowhere. Oh. Did I lose him? Holy cow. What the? Oh my God. I feel so defeated today. I don't know what I hooked on. It took off on me, and it took literally my lure. Holy freaking hell. Yeah, about that. Yeah, that was a bit gnarly. I was not expecting that at all. I'm getting punked here. Figure out what lure I'm gonna throw now. Shoot, we may have to throw these grub ones at this point. All right. Hopefully it does something. This one's kind of like a makeshift one though. I don't know how this is gonna play out. Oh. Fish on. Fish on. Oh. Oh. Holy hell. Oh, it's fighting. Come on, buddy. Is it a ling? What is it? Oh, it's a ling. Let's see how I can get you up. God damn. Woo. Let's get up here real quick. It's about to, oh, that is a big wave. That is a huge wave. We're gonna get wet. That's a huge wave. Holy hell. Oh, those are massive, massive waves. Okay. Let me go get, let's go upstairs. Told you. Oh, holy hell. Let's take a picture real quick. The sea right now is not playing around. All right, you got to get back in the water, my guy. And look what I caught him on. I just needed a little bit more weight so it can go down because this is pretty light. But the grub, these grub though. But I think the biggest thing about this is the fact that the hook is literally by the tail end, because those fish likes to grab the tail. I was getting punked actually left and right. But the thing is that I knew they were down there because, as you guys can see earlier, my lure got tore up. I kept getting like nibbles, but that was it. I got to make sure I got a good ratio between my lure and the back. So grub works. This particular rod handled that link cod very well. How about let's go get some more. All right, did the ocean calm down again? All right, so we're gonna go down here. As you can see where all of this got wet. If we would have stayed down there, that was actually perfect timing. That timing, it couldn't have been any more impeccable because we caught them, we landed them, and I was watching from afar like how much more time I have before those waves hit. And thank God, because we were standing right there. If it would have been like 15 seconds to 30 seconds, we would have gotten hit. All right, the ocean has calmed down again. Let's go back to our spot. Back she goes. It looks like the wave is picking up a little bit again. Ooh, that's a bite. Oh man, dude, we're getting tagged. I can feel those. See that way out there? It's breaking though, it's breaking. That's a huge wave. It's still gaining momentum. And as you can see, it's coming out. So that means, ocean's picking up momentum. And look at that, oh. I had to go and run real quick. That water was just, it was coming up. I do feel the wind picking up just a tad bit. See, the ocean, the way it works is that it'll do this stuff right here, and then it'll calm down, and then it'll pick up again. So usually there's a calm, and that particular window that you have, if you do hook a fish, make sure to catch the fish and land it. You have to give Mother Nature some credit, because this is, it's beautiful, but it's powerful, and you got to respect it. Oh, the power of nature. So what I'm looking to do is, after this one, that's it. Woo, hoo, hoo. And we're wet. Oh my goodness. All right. See, waves like those is enough to get your butt going. Like it'll get your butt puckered up. It's like it makes you think, like, do I just dump my gear or what? Like, I mean, obviously you don't want to dump your gear, but if you have to save your life, save yourself. That's a good one. All right, we need to get up real quick. Those two look good. I don't know if you guys can see this, but watch. So that one's pretty big. See how it came up pretty high? There's another one coming up right behind it. And then there's also another one coming up. Oh, this one's a good one. Somebody's getting wet. Look at this, watch. Woo! Boy, ride that one. There's another one coming in. There's another one behind that. Well, tide is coming in, so I don't know. Look at this. Basically, Mother Nature telling us, this is your last and final warning. The way I'm gonna take it is that I'm gonna cast for a little bit more because it's calming down now. But the moment I see a big wave, just like that, because we got wet again, like I'm actually, like my leg is soaked. You see a big wave like that again, that's an indication that Mother Nature wants us to go home. I don't know if you guys can see, but the water actually came up all the way up here. Like, I was up here already, not down there. I was up here and I still got wet. If we were down there, we would have been super soaked, like Super Soaker 5000. Cast out one more time. I was about to cast out, but I see this wave right there and it's forming pretty good. So there's a couple of them. It's forming pretty well. So I'm just gonna take a look real quick because I don't want to be in the water, meaning I don't want my line in the water while that thing is about to hit. So let me close my bail real quick. Okay. I think it's more than likely time to get going. So let me go up real quick. So I just got the indication from Mother Nature that it's time to go home. Like, I'm soaked. I don't know if you guys can see this, but my legs, my boots, my socks is still good though. But for the most part, our feet are still dry. But I'm wet. Let's just get out of here. Mother Nature's telling us to go home, so we're gonna go home. Time to grab everything. At least we got one fish out of it, but my jacket's all soaked. I'm soaked. Chief didn't even play around. He just got wet. Get as much water out of there as possible because that is salt water. Hopefully it dries up and hopefully it doesn't damage our stuff. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. Well, that's it. Well, that is that, and boy, was it a good outing, in my opinion. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification button as well. Why? Because it's gonna help me grow my channel, and if you guys like the content that you saw today, or any of the videos that you guys I've seen of me, then it definitely helps supporting me to grow this channel. That way I can bring out more content. And also the perks of being subscribed is that I'm gonna start doing some giveaways real soon. The Northern California coast is such a beautiful place. It is remarkable. There's so much to do up here in Northern California, and I'm pretty sure that other fisheries all over the country are very unique as well, but there's just something about Northern California coast and I just love it. Well, it's time to head home or else my wife is gonna kill me. So until next time, guys, remember, keep them tight lines.